I'm Jamie Nowickis.
And I'm Matthew Nowickis.
And we just bought a house. Blake and I went to high school together. We actually were friends on Yahoo Messenger. That kind of dates us a little. I've known him for 14, 15 years. And we worked at Cold Stone together, slinging the ice cream. We've actually already recommended Blake to our neighborhood. One of the reasons why we wanted to sell our home was because we were having issues with our HOA. And I posted on my Facebook asking for anyone that had information about HOAs. And Blake immediately messages me, and we started talking about things, and we were quickly outgrowing our home. So he helped us start the process.
That's right.
Get into this wonderful home.
Blake was incredibly hands-on through the entire process, being accessible to us by text, by email, answering our questions whenever we had them, and was tremendously positive and encouraging while giving positive instruction and information on what we needed to do to make the process as simple and easy as possible from our side.
Anytime we were nervous about the process or we had any questions, we could always reach out to Blake, and I knew I'd get a message just about right away. And it was really comforting to have a realtor that was there for us. When we went to close our house, the other couple who we were buying the house from, their realtor didn't even show up on close. So it was nice to have someone that had our backs.
There was actually a couple of times specifically that came to mind where I asked a specific question about X, Y, and Z, like, look, I don't know how this works out. How does this tie into the full process? And Blake not only filled me in, but helped give me that big picture where it fit into the whole process as well. I've worked with realtors in the past, and my experience with Blake was not only entirely positive, but far outstripped everybody else I've ever worked with.
Blake was wonderful about jumping in when we needed him. We had hopefully not a common incident where the couple that was buying the house that the people were buying our house lost financing. So we had this horrible, horrible domino effect where, they lost their buyer, so we lost our buyer, so the people we were buying our house from, we were so scared that we were going to lose that contract. And so Blake jumped on it, and he put an SOS out on Facebook, and within an hour we had 52 responses. I mean, this thing spread like wildfire. So I actually want to take a moment to thank everyone that shared that post. You guys really saved us, and it was from that post that we secured a new buyer. If you want someone that's well connected and is great with networking, that's Blake.
You made the process, what could have been painful and drawn out, very fun. We looked forward to our time with you, getting to see the houses, having you over to look at ours, making sure we had everything set up. We look forward to it.
We are extremely happy with the home that we bought. Last night, tornadoes came through the area, and we have a storm shelter in our new house. So we have the oldest is 2 now, and we normally would get in a bathtub and try to all squeeze and fit, and kids screaming. And last night we were in the storm shelter. We couldn't even hear any wind or anything going over the house, and the kids were throwing Cheerios at each other. So it completely changed that experience for us. So do we love our house? We absolutely love this house. So one of my biggest pain points about selling a house is that I have 2 little kids, and I cannot keep my house perfectly clean at all times. There's just no way. And so I was very nervous about putting the house on market and knowing we could have a potential buyer come at any time and there not to be Cheerios everywhere. And so our house actually ended up going under contract 4 days before we hit market. We barely got the pictures and videos in before Blake's connections had a very interested buyer, and we got an offer that day. It was amazing. And then this house, we actually went under contract 4 days before it was going to hit market. So it happened so fast, but it was wonderful to not have to be stressed and not have it long and drawn out, because we've got friends that have been in the process for over a year, and years, yeah, your family's house was years, and we were done before we were even supposed to start. So that was amazing.
Blake, thank you for helping us find not just a house, but a home for our children and our family that we are excited to have and to grow in. Thank you.